Welcome back. It is new books time. Let's start with a few picture books. How's your hair today? Go ahead, look at your friends. Show them your hair. Did you just roll out of bed and, that's just the way your hair looked? I mean, that's pretty much what I do every morning. I pretty much take my hand and just go like that and then I'm done. Yeah, it doesn't look spectacular. Do you spend a lot of time with your hair? On your hair? Does someone help you to make your hair look as amazing as it is right now? If you like your hair, care about your hair, care about other people's hair, this is a great story for you. It's called Hair Love. And it's also a beautiful story about a daughter and a father, how they bond together over, can you guess, hair. Then, our next picture book is a very unique book, which means it's not an ordinary type of picture book. It's one of my favorite picture books of all time. It's called Some Things I've Lost. And we didn't have a copy, so I bought it this year for you so you can explore. Let me show you what happens. It's really interesting. So it goes over some things that maybe the author lost. So for example, here's an ordinary thing, like an umbrella. But then something pretty amazing happens, and I believe all the art is made out of paper. So you then take the page and you open it up, and then what was an umbrella, remember, starts transforming into, whoa, something else. It's a beautiful book. Please be gentle with it since it has so many pages that move. Then, for our last picture book, this is a sad book. It's called In the Blue. And it's about a girl who's really worried about her father. Her father is extremely sad. Sometimes you might hear that word, depressed. And he's having trouble getting out of his depression. And this tells the story of what happened in the blue. Then, fourth graders, if you don't know how to tie your shoes yet, you might want to check this book out. It's time. You can't go next year to middle school without tying your shoes. And for all my other grades, third, second, first, kindergarten, I bought you this book because I constantly have kids walking into the library with their shoes untied, and I say, go ahead, tie your shoe, and they're just like, they look at me like, whoa, I don't know how to do that. So take some time, grab this book, take it home, and practice. It tells you how to tie your shoe, and even better, you can take this off and you can use real laces and practice tying right here in the book. If you know how to tie your shoes, please don't take this book home. Let someone who really needs it take it home. Then we have a chapter book for you. It looks really cool. It is called The Ogress and the Orphans. Yeah, you might have heard the word ogre before because you might have seen the movie Shrek. This is an ogress, the female version of an ogre, and it is a fantasy book. I would recommend this for my third or my fourth graders because it's going to be a little bit more difficult to read. Then, I'm so excited. I have to get really close when I get excited. We didn't have any Pokemon books in the library. And then last year, I ran out of money. I couldn't buy any more books. But this year I have new money, so I bought new books. And I bought Pokemon books. Now, we have to talk about this for a little bit. First, I don't think I can show you all of them. But here's... All right, you ready? Here's stack 1. Okay, we'll put that away. And then I'm going to go... And here's stack... Oh, here's stack 2. Okay, so we got a lot. But let's talk about them real quick. These Pokemon books are manga books, and we never even had manga books either before. We're going to put these in our graphic novel sections because when you open them up, they surely do look like a comic book, like a graphic novel. But here's the really interesting things about these books. When you take what normally looks like the front cover, it's actually the back of the book. And what you thought was the back of the book is actually the front cover. Here's why. You read these books the opposite way that you normally read books. You start at the very back. And if you start at the very back, it's actually the front cover. And the last page is actually the first page. And then, even a little bit more crazy, is instead of reading left to right and down, you're doing the opposite. You're going to start from the right to the left. I know that sounds a little confusing, but I think it's going to be really fun for you to take this home and to figure this out. And if you can figure it out, if you turn to the very last page, which remember looks like the first page, there are instructions on how best to read this book in number order, just in case you get confused and I'm not around to help you. And I'd also like to make a special thanks to our principal, Dr. Mitchell, because she knew I bought Pokemon books. I made a Pokemon shelf, and I only had one Funko Pop that was a Pokemon, and she bought us 2 more just to make it look really awesome. I think that's pretty cool. All right, I hope you found at least one book you're interested in this week, and if it's not here when you come into the library, just keep your eyes out. Hopefully we'll be back the following week. Take care, and thanks for watching.